Don't from German Georgians.
Right, before I even start do anything, let me mute YouTube, otherwise that'll be going in the background.
We'll wait patiently for you, don't you worry, Nige.
There it is.
Joe can join now.
Right, good evening. Welcome to this first live stream for me. We did have an hour's test last week. We managed to make a few cock-ups with that. Just want to introduce the guest this evening. Next to me is Howie. Look at that. Look at them hands.
Hello, Howie.
Next to Howie, we've got Alex. That's the Adventures of Bleary View. Alex is up in Scotland.
Ooh.
Down below Alex, we've got Joe. That's Kind to Go. Now, Joe normally does the Sunday evening live streams. But you weren't going to be available this week, Joe, were you? That's why I was doing it.
I'm not available.
Just before we move on, I need to show this. Take a good look at Joe and then have a look at this. There we go. He is Dermot Gallagher, the Premiership referee in disguise.
Guess who I am?
That's who he is. Right, next to Joe, we've got Jerry, Flat Cap Cafe Racer. Jerry's over in America. And what do we say, Jerry? It's about 2 o'clock now, is it, over there?
It's just now 1 o'clock.
Can't keep up. And then next to Jerry, we've got Steve, the Dorset rider. Steve's down in Dorset with me.
You never would have guessed, would you?
Oh, look at this. Let's say hello to a few in the side chat. So we've got Andy, GSA Tractor. Andy's over in Bruges in Belgium. I think that's a Christmas fair, but he's been on the beer since 12 o'clock. Then we have, who else have we got? Oh, Duncan. Duncan's over in Germany. Look at that. I couldn't miss the birth of an icon. Oh, dear. I'm sure we'll have a few cock-ups.
I think that was
got Chris. Chris is up in Scotland. Oh, look, where's my invite? You can have an invite if you want to come on camera, Chris.
That's one way of getting them on, isn't it, eh?
Who else we got? Oh, Stevie's in as well. Soggy Balls. Evening, Steve. Oh, dear, look. We got the Scottish contingent in tonight. We got John. Where's John? Let me show you that one. John's up in Scotland as well. This is the lads that ride around on those groms like lunatics. Who else have we got? Oh, Brian's in. Peaky Biker, evening, Bright. Missed a few weeks, family stuff. Look at that. Lovely. And also we got, Nida's in as well. Evening, Nida. Any more that we missed? No, that's it. Right.
There's another one.
Who's that one? Who's Sightlines, wherever that is? Who's that? Do you know him?
It's one of the him and John ride round on the Groms, the little Honda.
You know him. Yeah.
I tell you what, if you do nothing else, go and watch some of the videos with them on the Groms. Absolute lunatics.
Yeah, I've watched a couple. Yeah.
Just to make motorbikes. Good evening. Who else? I think that's everybody in the side chat for the minute. I did scribble down because Joe's not here tonight. I did scribble down a couple of things. Hopefully, all of you escaped with all that bloody weather we've been having. I mean, we've had it blowy down here, but haven't had any damage, luckily.
Yeah.
You all escaped without any damage?
It was all good up here. Nige, bit windy, lots of rain, but there's always lots of rain. So what's new?
I had a bit of issue going to work today, Nige, with the bridge was closed going there. I think it was yesterday when the wind was pretty high, and coming back it was open, but it's about 30 miles an hour across the bridge, and you start sort of weaving across the road with the wind. Especially when it's gusting, especially on 125 as well. But at least I went to work on it. Didn't give in.
I think, to be honest, down in Dorset, I think we've had it worse than quite a few places. Was it blowy up where you are, Steve?
Yeah, we lost a big old 50-foot tree this morning.
Oof. Well, it didn't come down on the caravan.
No, lucky it come down in clear ground, so we'll be clearing that up tomorrow.
Good. Right, I want to try and put up on the screen. I mean, Howie I know all about this anyway, but I mean, it's just harping back to the job I did and the sort of things we came across. But I want to try and just pop this up on screen. I think it's about 90 seconds long, and just sort of get your thoughts on it, whether they did right, whether they did wrong. Because I mean, there's one thing they could never teach us: what people would do when we came up behind them on blue lights. So if I just get that one up there, I'm just going to play it. I say it's 90 seconds long, so I'll just play it and then we'll grab some thoughts off everyone and see what your thoughts are. So obviously we can hear the sirens approaching. And if you just look quickly in a minute, down in the distance, you'll see some traffic lights. You see the lights down here, look, they're red already. Now that would be a good indicator that those sirens approaching. He should be looking for a good way through that. Yeah. But this is what happens.
Yeah, you blocked him.
Now, what he's done there, he's turned. Now that's what we're taught to do. That car that's holding him up at the lights, if he goes through that red light, he's broken the law. There is no sort of get out of jail free with that, because you're letting an emergency service vehicle through. If he went through and caused an accident, he'd be for the high jump. But really, I'm assuming that this is a training vehicle. Now, that instructor should be telling him, turn everything off, don't harass that driver.
Done by. I'd drive up
For some reason, he gets a bit bored and thinks I'll harass him. He's getting even more bored now.
No helping though, is it? With these lights and these flashing.
Yeah. That's the end of that one anyway. But he, I mean, what's your right? I mean, I think that chap there in that white car did exactly the right thing.
Yeah,
the only criticism I would have of him is that he wasn't aware of that behind him coming up.
Yeah.
So if he was aware of it, he would have made sure that he had enough room to leave it. Now, he might have not heard it, but what I find with a lot of drivers is they've not a clue who's around them. They look past the end of the bonnet and that's it. But you're right, he did the right thing, I think. So,
but if you're in your car, can you actually hear a siren going off when you've got your music on? I don't think you can.
Yeah,
can you?
definitely.
Sometimes, especially some people wear earphones in there and they wear the AirPods and things while they're in the car. They're oblivious to what's going on around them.
Yeah. The only question I'd have, Nige, was did the motorcycle pulled over, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And if the car driver saw the motorcycle pull over in time, could he have pulled over? I didn't notice. I didn't pay attention to that on the film, because once you see people pulling over, I'm like Alex. You don't know where it's coming from, but once you see the guy behind you pull over, it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, even with me with my earbuds in, and I've got my Cardo linked up to my earbuds. I don't ride with music on normally, but I mean, I can still hear sirens and everything coming with those earbuds in. But like you say, the bike heard it coming, and we could hear the sirens better because obviously it's on the microphone of the bike, isn't it? But we don't know. I mean, that car might have had music blaring, might have had the Nolans blaring away in the background there. Who knows?
Right. So I can only hear in one ear. Right. I'm deaf in my left ear, and even with music on, you can still hear the sirens. You're picking them out, and if you're proper aware and driving proper, I don't want to sound like pretty boring, but if you're a reasonable driver, you're paying attention to what's going on around you. Right.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. They just don't
What
care.
about you, Harry? When you did your blue light driver training, you taught that if you came up and there was no access through it, lights and sirens off, and you just sit back and wait till it's safe for him to do so, till he gets out of the way, and then you bang them all back on?
Yeah, basically. Or you just sit there with the blues on. That's great. I mean, I think they've changed it over the years as I've gone through it. But they kind of like tried to get around that when they gave us the get out of situations where you were allowed to go to the left of keep right sign and vice versa. So where you didn't have those traffic islands, you could have got around that and just come into oncoming traffic and then made your way through. But that junction isn't really designed to let emergency vehicles go through anyway. But yeah, he did the right thing. Only thing I will say is the white car was a bit arrogant because the bike was behind him and the bike was moving forward, and he pulled straight out in front of the bike.
Mm.
I mean, it looked closer than it was, but
he stuck to his guns, boy, and he wasn't going to go through that light, was he?
No, it is. If there is a camera on there and it's got an AMP on it, it will trigger you, so you will get a fine. And you could quite argue with the judge, well, I was getting out of the way for an emergency vehicle, and they'll probably just turn around and say, no, you still got a fine. It's computer says no.
Yeah, I mean, I had that very same situation, and we were going to a paediatric arrest, and wrongly, I mean, I was wrong. We had the sirens on coming up to the lights. What got my goat was he didn't have to cross that white line to go through a red light. He could have just moved over slightly and opened the seat up in the middle for us to go through. But this was where I got my complaint letter. And the boss man called me in. He said, oh, we've had a complaint. And I said, what about me? And he said, well, he didn't get the registration of the ambulance and he didn't get the vehicle number. I said, okay, then. So why am I here? And he said, well, I'll read you the first paragraph. And he started reading, and it said, I was sat at some red traffic lights. I could hear sirens approaching. Unfortunately, I couldn't go through the red light as that's breaking the law. I couldn't move because it would have meant crossing the white line and essentially going through a red light again. And I said, yeah, so? He said, the next thing I know, an ape is hanging out of the ambulance window, shouting and swearing and banging on my roof. But in my defense, we were going to what came through as a pediatric, so a child cardiac arrest. So obviously you are going to bust the gut to get there, but it wasn't when we got there, but you don't know that at the time. But yeah, I mean, I think he did the right thing there, that car. I think he stuck to his gut.
Yeah, was that a vehicle? Was that ambulance or Trumpton?
What's that?
Oh, police, you mean?
Oh, the blue one.
Was it? Yeah,
I'm assuming it looked like police. If you slow it down as he goes by, he's got black shirt on, so I'm assuming it's police. Yeah, but I'm assuming it's overtraining.
If it was Trumpton, I'd have said, like Caterpillar or something like that,
Yeah. Can they afford BMWs?
I don't know. Used to go around in Volvos, didn't they, years ago? The Trumptons. Yeah. Well, they did run our way. Trumptons with their Volvos. All fire engines down our way were called Dennis, by the way.
They were, yes.
They all had it tattooed on the front, didn't they?
Yeah, all called Dennis. I don't know why. They got no imagination, those bloody Trumptons, tell you. Sorry for any firefighters that are online.
But while we're on the subject of blue lights, then this will throw a spanner in the works, because I know Teapot One used to be part of the special escort group, didn't he, with the police?
I just thought he was Met. Wasn't he?
Oh,
Met?
was he?
Oh, yeah, I think he was just. No, I don't think he was escort.
He was part of the special escort group.
He did a few things, but I think you're right, Nigel. He was.
So what we've got over here, Jerry, we've got like the police motorcyclists who only escort royalty and things that, to pick and through. So what I didn't know was that when they're doing that, apparently they take precedence over all other emergency service vehicles. So if they've stopped the traffic, and in this case you'll see it, 2 police motorcycles come through on blue lights, and they make them stop. Now they're obviously responding to something, but they do make them stop. So I'll just play this one, and he actually shouts at him as well, stop. But he, because I didn't realise these don't use their sirens; they only use whistles apparently, so as not to upset the dignitaries. You want this? You can hear sirens come in, and when the convoy comes, the sirens isn't with the convoy; it's from the 2 police bikes that are coming in from the left.
The only time I've seen something like this, it was royalty, and the outriders stopped all the traffic.
Well, when you read down in the comments with this one, apparently it was a lower rank royal who was off the Horse Guards parade and back again.
It's probably Princess Anne.
The lady just took his finger at him saying no. So here comes the convoy.
Denied.
So I'm sure he's getting upset now because that traffic cop has still got his sirens going.
Certainly a crowd puller, isn't it?
Isn't it just?
Yeah, I'll have to get one of those sirens.
Yeah, it's Princess Anne.
It could be government. They used to run about in big Jaguars.
But I didn't realise that they've got precedence over everything.
We
So my
solved that
question-
problem.
Sorry, Jerry?
We solved that problem in 1776. We don't have any rules.
Our Royal Marines were the first ones to raid your White House back in the 1800s.
Oh yeah,
After suddenly, we
burned it
got
down.
in the way. Yeah, not Donald Trump and his thugs. Our Royal Marines got in there before them.
Yeah, and you burned it down once.
Yeah, then we can do it again.
Tom's just said you don't need sirens on an
Hurry up!
MTV.
You're gonna do it. Hurry up! The next 2 days, do it.
Oh, I love it. But I mean, Howie, if you were on a blue light show, go into a kiddie, cardiac arrest, and that bloke there jumped out and said stop.
I'd have told him better go. I said, no, move
I pretended I didn't see him.
Yeah, crack on there. Yeah, you. No person's more important than somebody's health. Go crack off out of the way. Just because they want to be in Parliament by 2:30 for question time. No, sod off. Get out of the way.
Yeah, and you can see why people get fed up with them, don't you?
Wow.
There's only Princess Anne anyway, so
Do you reckon that's who it was?
yeah, gotta be.
There was,
wasn't
I think when I read down in the comments, somebody on there said it was Prince Richard. I didn't even know we had a Prince Richard.
Who, Prince Richard?
Yeah.
Wasn't he found in a car park up in York?
We've got a few dicks out enough, but I can't remember. which one.
Yeah, there's quite a few of those. Bloody hell.
Prince Richard.
Right then, quick question for Steve. Because if you've seen my video with your Cardo playing up, so I think I'm right in saying they didn't replace it, just the firmware fixed it.
Yeah. They I took it back to Infinity, and they literally pulled everything out, replaced bits one by one. It turned out it was a unit, or so they thought. And just before they was going to box it up, one of the lads goes, "Why don't we do a firmware update on it?" Did that, and bingo, it worked again. Which is strange, considering I've only just bought it and only just updated it.
I was going to say, but surely
It should work,
when we did a
regardless of
factory
what.
reset,
Maybe
I didn't get that
that
nudge.
would have set it.
maybe your first update buggered it up.
Yeah.
it was working fine before that because me and Nigel had been out previous with it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Was that before your video where you were going to use?
Was it working,
cans?
Steve? Was it working before you hooked up to Nige? Because it could be him.
Yes.
Could be him that's buggered it up.
No, it all went wrong when I charged it. I put it on charge, and when I pulled the lead out, everything was flashing, but it wasn't on or off. So I had to reboot it 3 times just to get it to turn off.
Wow.
And then when I did finally get it going, I thought, well, we're up in business. And then Nice turned up and absolutely nothing.
It all went to pot.
It really got bad.
But Nige, you were really good. You pointed the finger right at him quick.
You broke my caddy. You got paid for it.
Do you know what? I've got to get rid of that picture of Dermot Gallagher off of my other screen. It's I keep thinking, is that Joe or is that Joe?
Yeah, just to get it up there. What you know where you got the comments on the right-hand side, Nige? If you click a comment, it'll come up on the bottom of the screen there. Don't know if you know that or not, but if you just click on the comment, it comes up on the bottom. It changes to whatever comment you click on. Do you know that?
Oh yeah, I'm with you. Yeah,
you click on, you can pick on a few and just click. Oh, there you are. I'm not complaining, but I haven't seen any of my comments come up. That's all.
I'm not complaining, but
hang on. I've been so careful to get all these video clips in without dragging in the Pornhub ones and all that.
Oh yeah, You're doing all right. Really
well. To make matters, Rossi put a couple up from Dermot.
Yeah. Oh, I will. Oh, this will get a few different opinions going. Now, 2 of my mates have had their bikes ceramic coated.
Well, is it worth it for the cost? No, cheers.
Oh,
Andy's had his done, isn't he? Andy's had his done, isn't he?
Yes, he did. Yeah. But
he swears.
I was going to put up a big picture of that ACF 50.
Yeah.
Because when my 2 mates had their bike ceramic coated, and I know the companies are going to say this, they say whatever you do, even if you don't have it ceramic coated with us, don't use ACF 50. Well, their argument for that was that it's sticky and it holds all the grit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've run my bikes out of the Bonneville salt flats in wet salt about 7 or 8 times, and I've never had any problems if I put the ACF 50 on the bikes. It's good stuff. I mean, it's not getting any saltier. Your roads are any saltier than the Bonneville salt flats. I've run them out there for a week in it, just running over the salt, and it gets over everything, and you just wash it right off.
Yeah, we haven't had much salt around here.
I'm getting the hang of this now.
You're doing well there. Yeah.
Bryce just said he had his done. I'd take it that's ceramic coated, was it, or done with ACF 50?
Yeah,
I think if you
ceramic coated.
I use something called Motoplast, and nothing sticks to that. It's brilliant. I wouldn't bother with ceramic coating.
Yeah,
too expensive.
It's got to go everywhere, isn't it? You've got to get on every single bit of paint and everywhere on the bike. I don't know how they do it to get it right in there.
Oh yeah, it's an all-day job with them, isn't it? And they do strip it right down, I think.
They strip your bike down to do it.
I think a lot of the panels and everything they take off, don't they? And
Bruce had his done.
My mate had his KTM done. It was 700 quid.
Yeah. The thing is, see if you keep your bike clean and polish it after every wash.
Yeah.
It's like new.
Yeah.
You don't need ceramic
If you get to go out with Steve, it gets filthy, so you got no choice but to wash it.
It's all a crap on the roads.
I've been watching you guys' videos. You've been riding in a lot of rain and cold. Man.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, it's a bit of wet weather is not bad, is it? We're not getting the ice and snow that everyone else is, so we've been lucky, really.
And there's no salt down here anyway. They've not been icy in the roads much, so put any salt down. recently.
Jesus, everywhere up here, Joe.
Eh?
It's everywhere
What's
up
that?
here. The salt.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
bloody
Not
hopeless.
so bad with that. Yeah,
And I
we're
bet
right
poor
down
old
there.
Harry, it doesn't get a chance for ice or snow up there, does it, with all the floods?
Oh yeah, no, God. No, my wheelie bin fell over the other day with the wind, so I was pretty cheesed off about that.
I
long as your
will
bin
say
bags
one
don't-
thing though with everyone: if just have a glance down the side chat, and if there's channels there that you're not subscribed to or not seen before, go and have a look, and hopefully give them a like and a subscribe. Look, got to stick
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
what
I
you can
just,
do now? Go on, carry on.
I just had a subscriber from Soggy Balls, which is nice.
That's
That's all.
not,
And is that on YouTube, Howie? Yeah.
No, that was on a chat thing I'm on.
Grinder, is it Grinder they call it?
I don't know, something similar like that. That's Reader's Wife's Big Joke Special, I think. Or something.
well, I'll tell you what, Nigel, you're beating my my watching the amount of people who watch the channel. There's 13 watching this live. To be honest, I've never had anything above 10. So you're doing really,
Just correct
really
you there,
well.
it's 15, Joe.
Oh, that's even better. Oh, you're running away. You're running away with it, Nigel.
Yeah, but I imagine most of those have clicked on it by mistake.
16 now, actually. 16. That's impressive. They're probably watching your microphone there, flicking up and down. You know, all that lovely glowing.
There's only 10 in the channel, though.
There's people watching. Some people just watch and have a listen, don't they, inside.
I guess I can't talk about you guys' weather since somebody mentioned up there that I was talking about your weather, and I'm the one who rode up in the snowy mountains. I've had a lot of people comment about that.
Yeah.
That was a brilliant video, Jerry. I loved that video, and I thought you were nuts. I thought you were absolutely mental to go on a motorbike up there. I was thinking,
Was that on road tires, Jerry?
Huh?
Was that normal road tires?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the stock tires.
And he was turning around there. When you got to the top, you turned around, didn't you? That must have been a bit nerve-wracking, should we say?
Well, looking over the edge, that was kind of nerve-wracking because I couldn't put. I tried to put my foot down, and it just slid along the snow, so it wasn't going to hold me up if I started falling. And I couldn't have picked the bike up, because there was nothing to. I couldn't. It's so slick. The road was so slick. I couldn't pick the bike up. It went over the edge.
Yeah, but you did give us a good idea that if you are in the snow and your bike falls over, you said you would use the curb to catch it on to lift up, and I think that's quite a good suggestion. Good little tip that is. Actually,
except I didn't use the curb where I turned around, Joe.
Yeah. Brilliant.
My wife hadn't said anything about the video yet, so.
That's still to come, Jerry.
And for everybody watching, if you haven't had a look at Jerry's channel, if you want to see somebody jump off of a Triumph rocket, doing how fast, Jerry?
I was going very fast, about 80.
Oh, was it about, if you want to see someone jump off a Triumph rocket down the salt flats at 80 mile an hour, go and have a look.
I
Look at his
recommend it.
channel. He's even got a drone footage on there. He's got aerial views of it as well.
I gave the owner back his motorcycle in pieces.
I reckon it was all planned. Just to get subs, I reckon. Yeah.
Subs
Just
and
get
likes.
sub right up. Yeah. I get to where I just.
Yeah, it only cost me about $250,000, so it was well worth it.
Well, yeah. Especially that YouTube revenue, that's you probably got about.
That's $20.
You probably got about $10 a month.
I just want to put this comment back up again from Stevie, because that brings me on to what the last thing that I've got written down there, and that was Howie. You've got the DJI mini mics, haven't you?
Yeah. I've lost them both. They're so small. Where are they?
Well, they're magnetic. I expect they're stuck on your testicles or something.
Yeah, that's how big they are.
Nice.
Testicle or the mic.
Quick thing,
Well, that's
Nigel.
how big they are.
Yeah, go on, Joe.
I was just say, while he's holding up there, if you click his image on the bottom of StreamYard, there's a little the picture will come big just for Howie, so you can see these miniature microphones.
Oh, fucking hell, do we have to?
Just click his image. Go on.
When it
Do you know what
says
I mean?
remove,
Go
No.
on, do it, do it.
Click the center of the image at the bottom of the on the bottom of the StreamYards.
I can't because it says remove. A thing comes up.
Don't.
Do
No, don't worry
that
about
Yeah,
again,
it.
you
just do it.
bastard.
Just do it.
Don't worry. No, carry on.
We
Then.
can
Carry
always
on.
put them on the naughty step again.
Yeah.
Hang on.
So how big are them mics? Did you say you can get 2 of them for the size of the other one?
Yeah, look, I'll do a comparison for it.
Oh,
But let's see. Hang on. I'll go get the other one out of the
Hang on.
thing. There we go. Here we go. All right.
Yay!
hey, look at that.
Oh. Bit of a problem there.
Need a
Now
warning
you've
on
blown
that.
it.
It's because he's got those headphones right near the microphone.
Okay, so I can see him now. Yeah, brilliant.
Ah,
Wow. That is small, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Are you using any of them at the moment now, Howie? I think this.
Yeah, they work well, as you could see.
Yeah. Brilliant. He's
It's
gone
not
off again.
working.
Let's get him
Oh,
back.
that's lovely. Leave it like that, H. That's brilliant. My audio is shite. That's done. That's because it's sort of a Scottish German accent. Oh yeah, he's got that many microphones. Look.
While he's doing that, Dunk, is your wife German? Because she's got that Scottish accent living with you for all those years.
He's found a new trick now.
It's gone now. Group layout. There we go.
Yeah. Brilliant. So, what you know, when you went to your, you were getting some breakfast lately, weren't you, Nige? With
Oh yeah, when me and
was it?
Steve went to the old brewery.
Yeah, was that a good breakfast or?
Oh, it's always
I don't
good.
know
up there.
I don't know whether.
That place used to be something called Motor Course and Motorcycles, and the cafe was it was a lot smaller. I mean, the whole building in there now is the cafe, but Motor Corsa used to do the Bruff motorcycles. He had a contract with them to sell them, but apparently rumours are that he went bust because he owed Bruff a hell of a lot of money. But I mean, you'd walk around in there and the bikes were sort of 60, 70, 80 grand bikes.
Wow.
All hand-built jobbies.
what's wrong with
What's in-
Howie?
I don't know.
He's
I
doing
don't
his
know.
sign language now.
Oh, I think his microphone's gone off or something, isn't it?
I haven't muted him by mistake, have I?
No, there's something wrong with this.
I agree.
No, I
He's on
haven't.
the wrong mic. He's on the wrong mic. Howie, I think you're on the wrong microphone, or you switched a different microphone on or something.
Dylan, a warning next time. That's not a face for 4K.
It had a countdown.
Oh yeah, I let Bry's live on Wednesday this week. It's from my moto shop in Manchester.
Oh, we see some good
He's out
clothing.
and about doing his lives.
Did you say you just bought a new jacket, Nige?
Sorry?
Did you say you bought a new jacket when you were out riding in the rain in it? Was it a new one you just bought, or?
Yeah, I bought it's an RST Paragon 7, I think it is. I went out there and I looked at the Gore-Tex, the laminated, and the trouble is, you'll probably notice on the video, it's really baggy on me up here. I'd love to say it's baggy on me around me belly, but it's not. So I have to buy a jacket the size to get me belly in rather than me blooming shoulders and chest. So you might notice it's flapping in the wind there when I'm riding along, but it's not around me belly. And I was whinging about me crash helmet, wasn't I? I see Duncan saying his lid lets in too much wind.
Hey, Nige,
Yeah.
you should feel better. I took a guy out to the Bonneville Salt Flats once. He weighed 350 pounds. Okay. And he was
What's that in real money?
350 pounds. It's like, I don't know, 175 kilos, something like that.
350.
160 kilos.
You You haven't banned Howie again, have you, Nige?
No.
You muted me, you bastard.
Oh,
He's back. He's back.
Well,
Oh,
any-
25 stone, that is, Jerry.
Okay, so he went.
So that's
He's
Two
the biggest
heavier
guy.
than me.
He's the biggest guy that's ever ridden a bike out there, and he's got these leathers on, right? The leathers have to fit around him, but when it gets up to his neck, he's pretty skinny, right? So he starts riding down the salt flats about 140 miles an hour, and the wind's blowing down his leathers because it's just loose. It's like pulled him off the bike because it's like a tunnel. So we had to put a towel around his neck to put a jam up in his leathers, keep him from blowing off the bike.
Jeez.
But the biggest fella I ever seen with leathers.
I just want to point out that comment. Chris has said that he made an ass of that twice. He hit the send button too early and called you a she. You're right, Chris. Leave it as a she. Oh dear. So you reckon they're worth for money then, Howie?
Yeah. I mean, this cost me 145 quid for the two. On their own, they're 45 quid. And, it's a no-brainer, really. You can get two of these in the same space as you got a mic too. So,
yeah, gender fluid. Right, does anyone want to buy a mic too then? And a receiver?
I'm keeping them. I'm keeping all my gear. I'm not selling the mic too.
To be honest, my mic too, it's probably the best audio I've had since I've been trying. I mean, I've got a whole drawer full there, different cables, different mics. Steve knows how many I've got. Got quite a few mics of me that we tried over the years.
That's the couple. And I found one of yours as well that I need to return to you. It's a boom mic.
Oh, Duncan's just said the chat has cancelled my comment. Why was that, Dunk? What did you put?
Must have been a bit dodgy.
Mm.
It's some of that German Scottish slang. That's what it is.
So the next video we're going to get from Nigel is one with the video working. Steve.
Well, you should have.
With the sound.
Next time me and Steve go out, you should have dual audio from both cameras, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Should be good. I look forward to that.
Oh, it didn't cancel. I'm reading the old comments there. Like to try the DJIs to record the exhaust, Tom says.
That's a good idea.
I did try that, but I found even with it recording on that Float 32 on the internal recording, and I think I'm right in saying that whatever you've got your gain set at, the 32 Float will knock it down minus, that's right, in H, another minus 6 decibels.
No, it's got a limit so it doesn't overmodulate. I think that's how 32.
Yeah, but I tried it. I tried it recording the exhaust, and it did. It just, well, it done away with that nice GS sound. It made it sound like it was farting and belching and God knows what.
Yeah, I think when the more you try doing stuff over the top of audio, like sort of noise cancelling and using what they call gates and stuff like that to eliminate external sounds, the more rubbish it starts to sound, because it does affect the original audio. And lots of people have been saying that when they've been doing that, trying to record exhaust sounds, they start picking up wind noise as well. So that becomes, you've really got to get them out of the breeze and have muffs over the top of them, those dead cat things, and then it becomes too much of a load of faff, really, doesn't it? I mean, an old guy said to me, an old sound engineer said to me when I was doing a bit of recording with the band I was in, he said, a microphone will pick up everything around it. So find out where your source of audio is coming from and point it in that direction. But once you start pointing in that direction, what's coming from there, like your voice, your sound, your breath, that'll start causing all these different, noises and stuff you don't want in there. So what you're trying to do with the microphone is just get the stuff you want by pointing in the direction you want. It's like in your helmet, don't point it right at your mouth. point it to the side or even downwards. So I put mine in upside down sometimes, or even to the side. So you're not directly putting your breath against the element. So
well,
that's all I'd say on that.
You know what, Howie? I found it the other way. I found it that get it as close to your mouth as you can get, and then that way you get the clearest audio. And that's I do that every time, right in front of the gob.
Yeah. I mean, but don't have it with the element pointing straight at your breath. That's the best.
It's the microphone, though, right? There's something I can't remember what it is, but there's a microphone's got a sensitivity rating. And if you've got something like 120 dB or something sensitivity, it means it won't distort or pick up all that crap. And these lapel mics are lower, and that's why you hear all the rubbish that you hear. But every mic's different, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, it depends how it's the dynamics of it. Which way you have like the lobes that come off a microphone. So you have like these ones that you can actually point in the direction you want it. What they're called now, but anyway, you have there's an every directional pattern. That's why these different microphones do different things. And you're basically picking up the whole thing that's around it. But he said that's the headache of a sound engineer is trying to get rid of it with the microphone and positioning it in the right place. So it's like when you're trying to do it. Sorry, H. No, it's like when you're going to do it on a live speaker. If you put it straight on a speaker to record a live sound from a band you're doing, if you put it direct at the cone, you're just going to get it all distorted. So they always put it off to the side. And then you get different sounds off different microphones or different loudspeakers. Yeah. And it's just like it's a nightmare, really. But your best thing is to record it with a low setting with the element pointing away from you or pointing away from your breath, but still picking up your voice, and that's what you'll get a better audio. Dunk's just said, has anyone seen Dunk's video when he came off the V-Strom?
Yeah, scary stuff.
Yeah, well, see, I think then he had the mic position brilliant because his audio was sort of you fucking. Yeah, it was clear, crystal clear, wasn't it?
It was fun, yeah.
I only get a trouser mic and put it down my trousers for those sort of things.
Well, there's a Peaky just thought of a good idea. Peaky said he puts his mic in his pocket for the engine sound. I wonder if that's right or whether he's just saying that. I don't know. Is that right? Is that right, Brian?
Does Peaky think his engine's in his pocket? I had a little chuckle at Slow's comment just now. Look, GS does fart and belch, or is that just the riders?
Howie, quick question, Howie. Have you tried putting the small DJ mics in your helmet yet? Have you had it in one or not? Yeah. And how do you stick it in with Velcro or magnets?
I'll show you it. Hold on. Wait. I'll talk amongst yourselves, and I'll show you how we do my helmet.
That's a good idea.
This didn't go well the last time.
No. He's gonna come back in with no clothes on and just a crash helmet. You know it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, we did say clothes optional, didn't we?
Well, you did put it. This is an adult stream, so.
I can't believe with YouTube. Sometimes I'll put in a comment and I'll use the word bitch or something, and YouTube gives me a bollocking. Yeah. And it says, you're breaching the rules or whatever, and yet you'll see videos of car crashes, people flying through the air, and God knows what.
So, how do they give you a warning? How does it come through an email or something?
Oh, before it lets you post a comment, a box comes up and says that you may be in breach of YouTube or community guidelines or something like that.
I've not had that happen to me yet.
Can you see that all right?
No.
See that? Hang on, I'll try and put the
time for full screen, Nige. Get it up, full screen.
I can't remember how I did it.
Give him a countdown. Give him a countdown. Warning.
Yeah. Hey, give him the applause.
Nothing to it, is it? It's malarkey. Right, watch it. You see that?
Yeah.
I can see your knob, but I can't see the mic.
Can I just ask though, Howie?
Wow.
Why is there a pubic hair just in on your chin piece?
It's magnet.
That's clever, yeah.
It's a grey one. It's one of his own.
It's just all black. There's not enough light.
So I presume you just turn it on and then put it inside there and then pull it out and turn it off, yeah?
It's a magnet. That's all it is. A magnet. There's a magnet inside.
New one, which is some of that magnetic tape.
No, you get a decent magnet. I don't know if I can. Hang on. You see that?
We can see it there now, yeah. Hold down a bit, up a bit, left a bit. Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
I think
it's too dark.
I can see it. Yeah.
It's too dark.
A bit more light in. A bit of light in.
But
I can see what you mean. It is small compared to the other one.
It doesn't brush against your chin. It's well out of the way.
Yeah. sounds like a bargain.
Bitch.
What's that? Please do your helmet.
I'm trying to see whether StreamYard cancels out the word bitch.
So, what Brian does, I think Brian's saying that he takes his two soundtracks and mixes them together, but that to me sounds complicated. It's probably good if you know what you're doing. I've never mixed two soundtracks together. You've got to find where the start and finish of them all is, don't you? And synchronize them all.
Yeah. Here's a question with the Action 5 Pro then, where you can use two mics. I mean, Brian knows. I'm sure he's done it. If you use the two mics, does that put them as two separate audio tracks in the recording?
I don't know.
Have you tried that, Harry, or not? He's sulking now. Look.
There.
What?
Two audio.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was so taken by being on the main screen.
I thought, is he having a stroke? With the Action 5 Pro, if you use two microphones, does it record it onto the footage as two separate audio tracks, or does it bundle it all in one?
If you've got two microphones. If you've got two microphones, do you mean if you've got two microphones, does it record two tracks?
Well, with the 5 Pro, you can it'll record two mic twos, but I didn't know whether it recorded it as two separate audio tracks on the camera footage, or whether it bundles it as all as one.
Oh, so you mean you could have one microphone in one room, a microphone in another room, and have the same and have a camera in another room, and have the sound coming from the two rooms onto the camera? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Vicky says it's one track.
It's all on one, is it? No, I'm just thinking if you did use the second mic for picking up the exhaust noise and it was overly loud, is it going to drown out your voice on the recording?
Possibly. I don't know. I've never done that before. I only do it basics, me. One microphone, one camera.
And I'll second that comment there. Look, shite lines in Heatcam. If you want a good giggle, go and have a look at them. Watch the Grom videos. I tell you, you'll wet yourself. Oh dear. Excuse me. Who we lost? Oh, we lost Steve.
Where's he gone?
He's just gone off for a wee, I reckon.
Oh, what's this? I had to hide 99% of my recording.
Do you remember that one you got? You didn't get it taken off you, but the one you said about the insurance, you've got to be so careful, haven't you? Because that insurance got millions of views, but it got somebody picked on it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the initial video when I put it out, and I got and it wasn't. There was a comment on there, but then they backed it up with some emails, and it was an email from an official solicitor's firm. It wasn't. They weren't acting as a solicitor. He just said some friendly advice. What you've said and the way you've said it could be construed as slander or libelous, blah blah blah. And rightly so. He said, you know, with the recent people being jailed for putting stupid comments on Facebook. Who knows?
It's not if it's true. It's not slander if it's true, mate.
Yeah, and they were robbing bastards. They
The truth
were.
doesn't matter. It just whether they think it is or not, whether it's true or not, is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Steve, back. Right. What I was going to suggest, Harry, when you do get back on the bike, and you, Steve, because we're close enough, and I think, Joe, you said as well you'd come down, is having a ride out to that Sammy Miller Motorcycle Museum.
Sammy's, yeah, do that.
What, am I not getting an invite? Nige, no?
Yeah. Pop down.
It'll only take you a couple hours to get down here, Alex. And
No, I'll fly down and I can take one of Joe's bikes. I'll take the NT. You can take the 125, Joe.
Oh, yeah. I'll lend you it, no problem.
Bring your helmet and we'll pick you up at Exeter Airport.
Chris has just said there, is there a way to record your comms on the DJI 5? But again, it would be doing like, Steve, you've done this, haven't you? Your speaker that's in your helmet, you've tucked another microphone into the little sack that the speaker's in, and the speaker cover, tucked another mic in there, and then
you do know that you can record. If you've got one of these, one of them, you can record Cardo one of them.
Is that the Ace Pro?
Yeah, on the 360 camera.
I've been thinking of getting one of them.
Yeah, do that for blue.
I tell you,
you know that football referee. You know that football referee, Dermot Gallagher.
Nudge. I think somebody sent Joe one a while back. I don't know if he's going to sell it yet.
This one here. I haven't used it yet, believe it or not. I haven't actually used it at all.
Look at that.
Believe it or not.
It's like watching a retirement home.
Yeah. You stolen my Bovro.
No, I'm not doing very well here. I'm not keeping up with the comments in the side, booking them up.
No, I'm not sure who's the employment status, but I know that Joe's still working, so that doesn't count.
I'm still working so far. Yes, I'm working on my retirement. Actually, I'm trying to work on it.
I want to go home.
Next year.
I want to go home.
I do, yeah, always.
I want to go home.
The microphones, does it record just the footage, or you can record a backup track to the mic itself as well? Done. I bet I'm that far behind on the comments. Somebody's already told him that. There you go. We'll plug that one as well. That's always a good giggle. Peaky's live stream every Wednesday.
Yeah.
But it's the Peaky Biker Live, not just the Peaky Biker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Check out both the channel, Peaky Biker Live. There's two in it.
Oh, Tom, you want to bait for the Sammy Miller? Do we let people that tall ride with us? We're all going to look like midgets next to Tom.
Yeah, well, we look like we're his kids. They'll let us in there for free down at the museum.
Did they do a discount for over 60?
Yeah,
I hope so.
I'll get it cheap then.
Oh dear, two different sets. Oh, here you go.
Nothing like a bargain. Nothing like a bargain.
I'm just reading the comments about the old footage. Oh, here you go. He's recorded him and his wife quite successfully chatting. You can't have been married that long then, Tom, if you still speak to her.
If you're doing that kind of thing, mate, you must still be in love.
If you listen to one of the conversations between me and my wife, it would be all my wife. I just listen.
It's the best way.
Your wife looks after you very well. She brings you whiskies just like that.
No, he's on self-service tonight.
I'm on self-service tonight, Joe. Look, she's sod off to Glasgow on a shopping expedition. So
that's right. Got a full bottle there. That'll last you till tonight, won't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's just opened right enough, but there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I will say, if you do travel around with Tom, if you do go along with Tom on the and he's got his own MT-01, don't get behind him.
It's so noisy, is it?
Oh, it will be. You won't be able to hear anything. You need, top quality earplugs if you're riding behind Tom.
At least you'll catch the engine note.
I did it for about 6 minutes and it was bloody noisy then, I tell you. I had to hold back, I had to pull back and it was still noisy, 400 yards up the road.
Well,
Look at
Steve's
this,
a bit
look.
noisy, isn't he? Steve's a bit noisy because when he went out with you, Nigel, and he was in the tunnel blasting
Oh, he's
away.
a
with
hooligan.
his,
He's a hooligan in
yeah.
disguise. Can I just show you? Look, we've gone all festive
Have you already?
on the back of the chair. Oh yeah, it's all up there.
Yeah. Where's your
I
Christmas
know
tree?
they put some decorations in this room. I think I might put a decoration.
I took my life in my hands and went up in the loft and got all the deckies down. But one year I thought I'll do the nice thing and I'll get them all down for her before she got home, and didn't bother getting the taller ladder out. So I stood on the very top. It wasn't even a step; it's just a handle bit on the top. So I perched on there, got up, and of course, when I was up there, I sort of stepped back a little bit. 1 foot came down the whole of the attic. So I shot through, and being a bit portly, I didn't just fall straight through. So I sort of was wedged and then couldn't hold myself anymore. And I fell out and had a big graze down my head and everything. But our loft hatch is just to the side of the top of the stairs. I was lucky I didn't go bouncing down the stairs and all.
Good job. Good job we haven't got said it much.
So you've reminded me of a little story when I was an apprentice sparky. There was a Friday, we were doing this house rewire, and there was about 6 of us in the house trying to finish it off because there was 3 teams of 2, and I was standing on the bed putting up this light fitting, and I jumped off it, and somebody had lifted the floorboards up, and I went right through the floorboards, right up to right up the thigh, right. Anyway, so that was bad enough, and it was all wrecked and all the rest of it. But the guy that was in charge of it, do you remember Nana Muscuri?
Oh yes,
yeah. So I don't know how to say this, but he was really banging Nana Muscuri or look-alike anyway, and the house was down the road, and I had to go knock on the door, and all you saw was the window opening, and he was sort of bare talking like, "What you want?" Sorry, just an aside.
I can't even remember how you spell that. Nana Muscuri.
She's about the same time as Demis Roussos, wasn't she? They both wore caftans and sang Greek songs.
No, he wasn't with Demos. It was definitely Nana Muscuri. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're very similar. They could be a married couple, really, couldn't they? Really?
You know the difference because she wore specs.
Yeah, I say, yeah, big rim, thick rim.
She had a big rim.
Quality act.
Strangely enough, this lass was a Bonnie lass, but that's something else. But hey,
wasn't Bonnie Langford Scottish?
No, it's nothing to do with Scotland.
She's Scottish. Somebody with a name Bonnie has got to be Scottish.
Yeah, she is. She was. Well, she is. I think she's still with us, isn't she? But yeah.
Is that the one who was about 3'6" and ginger? Is that the one?
They're all 3 foot 6.
You're thinking of.
All right, so that was another video.
From Simply Red, aren't you? That's a bloke from Simply Red.
Oh dear! Oh, Mick Hucknall. God dear.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
When we going out again, then, Steve?
Boss is back tomorrow, so I should be free next week. I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week.
Oh yeah.
4 videos then.
Yeah. Boss has been away for 3 weeks, so I'm free for 4 days.
Well, even though I'm retired, I have grandson every day, so I'm always busy during the day through the week.
You can always take him with you on the back of the bike. Give him a helmet and stick him on the back of the bike and bring him up young.
As soon as he's old enough, he will be.
Yeah.
I thought, should we get a sidecar?
Yeah, because Steve took his grandson.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did.
Steve?
Sorry?
Steve, was it your grandson you took on the back of your bike and took him out for a ride? He probably made up for that.
It was, yeah. He's 7.
Yeah, I bet he enjoyed that because that would be bike.
He loved it. That was a cold day, but he didn't mind a cold one little bit. The only rules there are, as long as they can reach foot pegs or substantial bars, with their feet, it's legal.
Yeah. As long as he holds on properly.
My nipper went on the back when he was 5, and I had crash bars on the back of me Goldwing.
Wow.
And all I did was put some hand grips on the crash bars, and that was legal.
Wow. But that's got a big seat on the back,
So,
isn't it? The gold wing, isn't it? To lean back
Yeah.
on and hold on. So like sitting in the chair sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, BS approved lid, and they've got to be able to reach substantial foot peg style whatever's. So
That's brilliant.
one of my mates was a bike coupler.
Yeah.
My,
So they are nice. Get them out on the back of the bike.
Yeah, my missus won't even go on the back at the minute, ever since I've had trouble with my dicky shoulder. But she always used to go on the back. Do you take your missuses on the back?
No, mine won't go near the bike.
No.
Yep.
She
Mine
won't.
used to.
We used to go away every other weekend at one point.
I just say it's not for yours. Oh, Dunky said it might have to be a GS 310 GS. Look, who had one of them? Oh, John Dyard McLean, didn't he? Do you ever watch his channel?
I've heard of them, yeah.
Yeah.
He's another one north of the border. Good channel. That's a good watch.
Nathan the postman, he's got one. I'm sure he
I like
has.
that one.
What, 310?
Mm-hmm.
Has he?
I think so. It's part of his fleet.
Yeah, he's got on everything.
I think he's one of the best motor vloggers and reviewers that there is. I just think that he's a class above everyone else. The way that he does his reviews, and he's so honest.
John sums it up. Look, Boar's to taking the wife or ride the bike to get peace. Chris is the bike wife. Yeah, but I bet he whinges more, John, doesn't he? Oh, Tom's off. Cheers, Tom. Thanks for coming in.
See you, Tom.
Right.
Who we on? He's too crazy.
I tell you what, who's been doing something quite good at the moment, and that's Haggis Whisperer.
Yeah,
He's been
Alex
doing that
invited earlier.
unplugged stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the first one with Bride, didn't he, with Peaky?
Yeah,
I
he's
thought
just
that was
done one with
really
Jay
good.
now.
He did there.
Aye. The one that he did with Crazy Legs on Bike, I watched that earlier tonight. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I expect he'll get around to one of us.
No, I think
It
he
was
only has.
interesting, not an old folks home.
Yeah. When he runs out of people to interview, he'll start on us.
Did I see you pinged a new video up as well, Jerry?
Yeah, I just if you get about 40 minutes of your life you want to lose.
When did you put that up, Jerry? I haven't seen it come up.
I just did it today. It's about announcing that we're going back to Bonneville in 2025. So I'm going to run my last one.
Are you jumping off it again, or are you going to stay on?
If I jump off of it, it won't be my last one.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This
dear.
is your last one then, Jerry, eh? No more.
Yeah, this will be my last one. Believe it or not, I'm getting a little old.
No.
Oh yeah.
You'll be retiring next. Right. Well, I've exhausted everything on my list. Hey, you're up late tonight, Joe, ain't you?
I know. Well, I'm here. I can't be rude and disappear, can I? That wouldn't be right, would it? Especially on your first one night. It's got to make sure I'm at the bitter end.
Howie's had enough. He's buggered off.
Yeah. See, so there's something that came up, Nige, about BMWs. Sean Smoke, an American guy who's a mechanic, right, and he services BMW as well. Their dealership dumped BMW because they can't make money with them. They got rid of them, and it just so happens that the Bingley Wheeler, he did something on BMWs as well. So you just wonder what's going on with these big bikes and expensive bikes, and especially with KTM going down the tube. You just wonder how many of these things that they're selling.
Yeah. I thought, what the hell's Jerry got on his face? But he's got his head down.
Yeah.
You got a what?
I looked up and you had your head down. I thought, what the hell's that? All we could see is, yeah.
It
I
does.
look better this way.
Yeah.
I was told
Right.
Joe said I look better this way.
You do, yeah. Wonderful.
And Steve, I know you said you're off on your trip this year, aren't you?
I've got a couple planned, yeah. I'm going with the Motorref guys to Normandy in May, and end of June, early July to the Pyrenees with the same bunch. So that should be a laugh.
That'd be a nice
Good
journey.
bunch there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I,
yeah, bunch of
got a
normal
Oh,
lot to
lads,
look-
isn't they?
No, I don't
Well,
know
that's
why,
not-
but where Duncan said his comment got rejected, it just says YouTube rejected my comment.
Your
This
comment?
YouTube- Yeah, I just typed in a good bunch, you'll enjoy that with them, and it's rejected it for some reason.
Wow. Where have you typed it in? On StreamYards?
Yeah, and it says YouTube rejected it.
Shall I write something really rude on there and see if that gets rejected?
Nah, I reckon Duncan's nobbled it somehow.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's dead weird.
Nigel, there's too many Scots on it.
I know, we've been invaded, so you're getting your own back.
It says we can't comprehend what you're talking about, so you're not going to say anything.
And there's only us three carrot crunchers left. Us southerners.
What? Who's a carrot cruncher? Call me a bloody carrot cruncher. I'm from Oxford. I live in Somerset. I bloody live in Somerset. You got
Oh,
strange
I'll tell you
names. You got strange names in your villages in Dorset. You got Piddle Paddle Puddle Martyr.
Yeah, we've got
Piddle
Piddle Valley.
Follow Ship Piddle.
In fact, there is a video on my channel of all the silly names around this area.
Is that?
Country
Oh,
Pumpkin.
video.
Weymouth. Weymouth's a silly name.
Am I right in saying, guys, that Puddletown got
Tropical
renamed because Victoria was coming and it was Piddletown? They renamed it to Puddletown or something.
Puddle, yeah, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Queen Victoria was going to visit, so they renamed
I mean,
it.
you got chalk carvings of people with huge, great stonks on. You know that's.
Yeah.
What's all that about? What's all that about? I mean, Oxfordshire, we got the oldest horse, and you've got this bloody
Very fertile,
bloke with a
that
great
hill.
schlong on the top of a hill.
It is very fertile, that hill.
Oh,
I'll show you what he's on about, Jerry.
Yeah, you go look at this, Jerry. This is just filth, absolute filth.
And you don't
Disgusting. Even I mean, I'm broad-minded, but this just makes me sick.
you're broad-minded.
Makes me bloody sick.
Geronimo, let's get this. Oh, that's not a very big picture. Never mind, that'll do. Let's see if we can present this.
Anyway, I've written big hairy balls up on the chat. See if that gets deleted.
That's there.
There you go.
Hey,
Oh,
disgusting.
yes.
Oh,
That's carved into the hillside, Jerry. And I'm trying to remember how big it is. Not that, how big the
10
whole.
inches.
He is
Good
180.
inches.
He's got 180 foot length on him.
Wow.
how's it? I mean, is it?
He used to have a belly button once, but then somebody gave him a hard on.
Oh, I love it.
Nice. Did you see one of the comments there that they're going on the grounds from Scotland to Spain? They must be nuts.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, that sounds like an adventure,
Yeah.
that does. What an adventure, that.
I wouldn't do that. No, not in your life. 125.
Is that?
125's right. Go
Where's it
anywhere.
gone? Oh, yeah, there it is. There, look, Scott.
Unless, of course, they're taking them on the plane with them as carry-on luggage.
So would you go to Europe, Joe, on your 125?
I would, yeah. I'd go anywhere on my 125.
It's a Honda.
I'd go anywhere on them. Yeah, they're wonderful things, I think. Cheap as well. That's one of the reasons why cheap to get anywhere on them.
I'm sure
They're
that
very
I'd
reliable. Easy to fix if something goes wrong and things like that as well. No problem.
I don't know if you saw this think it's a baboon riding it, John, weren't they?
Jeez. Folkestone's a long way from Scotland.
Oh dear.
They do some really nice things, them Groms, don't they? They modify them a lot.
Yeah. Not to go to bloody Europe on, though. Look what Dunk said.
Yeah, John, he says he needs a new Grom. Look, Chris has got one for sale in Ducati red. You could buy that one. I like that one. Oh.
You know the comments I get from the UK. A lot of time I have to Google them because I don't know if they're a compliment or they're running me down. And I usually find out they are bad.
Just ask us, Jerry. Just ask us. We'll let you know. We'll tell you. Look at us as your sort of like section, like your diary of translation, if you want.
Jerry, there's a simple rule that you followed. We're all miserable gits, so you never get a compliment. It's always.
Oh dear. Oh, their mate Crashy McCrashy. Oh, love it. Honestly, if you've not watched any of their Grom videos, go and watch them. They are bonkers.
I've watched them for a wee while, but I have watched some of them. You're right, they're nuts. It's a wonder then you guys down there can understand what they're saying.
I usually have to turn on the closed caption for the Scottish bikers usually.
Yeah.
Like
they ride around Glasgow terrorising everyone. He'll pull up next to people at the traffic lights and start revving it as if they want to race and that.
A few years ago when I was working with BT, I was down in Birmingham on a course and I was staying in digs. And you remember Taggart? It used to be on the telly, the Scots boy. Right? She, the landlady said, "I love Taggart, but I have to watch it with subtitles on."
Oh, I love it. Well, when we did our UK tour and we went up there, when we crossed the border and we were coming back down through Glencoe and that, and we met up with Z-Ed, Lockwood 92. And I thought there was only going to be one or two of them. When we got there was about 11 or 12, probably more. And we linked up our Cardo with a couple of them. And I said to Rob Lockwood, he said, "That's if you can understand it." And I said, you're lucky I am fluent in Jockinese. But it's whether you're going to understand this farmer talk we keep spouting out, because I think our accent gets worse the more excited we get.
It's the speed of coming out the gob, isn't it?
Oh, God. Look at that. Hit the like button, he says. I haven't even hit it myself. How many we got? 9.
9. I thought it was only 2. I'm well behind.
Yeah, Z-Ed as in Stuart. That's when he had his ZZR 1400. And I was riding behind him, and I don't know whether you've ever ridden behind one of them. It looks like the person riding it is actually shagging it, because they sit, they sort of sit at an angle, forward angle, but right down into the petrol tank. But yeah, it was a nice bike.
I had
What's that? Jesus. Oh, look. He said Z-Ed as in Stuart, and I said, yeah. And I went out with him like as in like boyfriend went out with him, Chris.
Oh dear.
He probably was shagging it. Actually, he had a GoPro Hero 4 with, did they do oh God, I can't remember what it was. I think he had some kind of microphone receiver stuck on the camera, and he had it there, and as he bent over, the thing came off around one of the bends. I mean, we weren't hanging about, and luckily, I think a bike 3 or 4 back saw it rolling down the road, so stopped and picked it up for him. But I mean, it's easy to slag off those GoPros, but they gave him the GoPro back, and when he got back, all the footage from that was bang on, absolutely bang on.
Mine was
Even
good.
though the camera was smashed to bits, all the footage and everything was spot on.
I've never
You
had
can
any
actually
problem
see
with
it
my
rolling
GoPro.
down the road like as it came off.
The big
Howie?
problem with GoPros, Nige, is that they stop working when you're not expecting them to, and that you can't have that.
I mean, they must have lost so much trade, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Howie, I can test your new systems, your camera systems you want when I go out to Bonneville this year.
Yeah.
I went out for a ride with him when his bum chums were called 12 Wheels Around.
If you want a few microphones, I'm sure Harry would give you a few microphones. He's probably got a drawer full, as is Nige as
Yeah,
well, to listen to the sound of the scraping along.
I've got loads of microphones here.
I want to know when the DJI 360 is coming out,
Yeah.
because they patented it, haven't they?
Are they going to do one, are they?
Yeah, they have put in a patent for it already, or registered the design or whatever.
And that means
Howie's showing off now with his zoom and zoom out function.
Yeah.
you got to be careful with that sort of thing. Depends what you got in the background, isn't it? When you turn around and you feel whatever he's got in the side.
Which microphone do you want, Jerry?
I'll weigh the weight down a bit.
Oh, the bigger one, I think.
Right, go and fit that in the helmet and see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Hello.
Get that in your chin.
It fit right on the rock.
See, Chris has just said he had the Hero 7 Black. Well, that's what I had, and it was brilliant until the rain got in it on that Scotland trip.
Yeah, same thing.
I think the real problem with them is that as they got further up the numbers, they were using the same hardware but asking them to do more processing, and that's when the trouble started.
Yeah.
I still got a Hero 2.
Oh yeah, I had one of them. It knackered up. That's the only one that didn't work. Mine. It got full of water. Didn't use it for a long time and just got wet and left.
Did anyone ever get that DJI Action 2? That was the one that came in 2 bits, wasn't it?
No,
No, I didn't.
it was a heat generator, Nige.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I just got my bag. Oh, I just got my bag of shite cameras out.
Oh, here we go. Haven't you got the Insta X3 and the X4?
Yeah.
Is there anything you haven't got?
Where'd you get them?
Money.
No.
Running money.
Yeah, you spent all your cameras.
Yeah.
Down.
At least to keep them all. It's good to keep them all, isn't it?
Is that the wife again, Nige? Yeah.
No, that's the old. I think we're going to have a hard decision this week. That's the old German Shepherd, but he's got a massive tumour in his throat.
Oh, what a shame.
And he's not eating a lot, and he's struggling a bit, I think.
What's Howie doing now?
He's
Hero 3 Plus. He's going to go through the hub.
All right.
Oh, the Hero 3 Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was never a success because it was so big.
Yeah, it was crap.
Hero 2.
There's the Hero 2.
Yeah.
What's Jerry got?
Hero 2.
Hero 2.
2. Blimey, what do you use, Steve? That's a Ghost, isn't it? XL Pro?
Yeah.
Pro, yeah.
See the Drift XL Pro. See if they've managed to get the stabilization working. They're brilliant camera.
I said to Steve the other day, Drift, if they had their head screwed on, because that adjustable lens was a brilliant idea. The battery life was brilliant on it. And if they could have, I mean, I had the original Drift Ghost. Yeah, the original Ghost, not the. I had the Drift Ghost XL. Sorry, not the Pro.
HD.
Here we go.
HD, you mean?
No, the same as what Steve and Alex have got, but the original.
I've got the XL
Hang
Pro.
on. There's more in here. Hang on, there's more crap in
It's
here.
like bloody Aladdin's cave, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. You mean one of them?
That's the one.
Ah,
No, it's the XL Pro.
yeah.
That's what Alex has got.
Plus.
No, that's the 4K one. That one.
Yep.
Is that the one?
Yeah, no,
Why do you buy so
they're
many?
not
Howie?
as waterproof, those ones.
I don't buy any. I
I
find
mean,
them
what
on
a
the
brilliant
road.
idea to have that rotatable lens.
I just love the form factor. Stick it on the side of the helmet. Brilliant.
Yeah, and it don't stick out 3
Yeah.
foot, does it?
Well,
Yeah.
you had an extendable battery pack, didn't you?
Yes,
anybody
you could get a bigger
see-
pack.
Did anybody see the? I think it was on Peakers where you had Fentour and Really Good TV. They were doing a lot of camera bragging the other week.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
It
then
was,
Dave
show me
came
my
out
guy, show me
with the
yours.
camera, didn't he?
Sorry? I think Dave won that one.
Camera.
I can tell you what you don't want to do with one. Put it up here. Put it up beside your head. I don't know if you can see it or not. Put it up on the side of your helmet about 175 miles an hour. It will break your neck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'll
a head
bet.
turner.
Oh yeah.
It's a real head turner if you do that.
There you go. We got my mate. Look.
Oh,
Sit
nice.
on, mate. Sit on my shoulder.
Yeah, I see it.
As long as you're not flying above you, Nige. It looks
Oh,
big in
no.
that one.
No shite horse. I say when I went down to West Bay and a whole squadron of them came over and all let loose. Bloody stuff. If you can make it 2.7. Isn't one of the drift ones up at 2.7 though? 2.7K on the camera?
Yeah, my
Or are they all
XL Pro.
1080?
The XL Pro's still got stabilisation at 2.7K.
Ah, right. Can't wait to retire so I can buy all these cameras and mics.
Yeah, you wait till you get your payout. It's great. You can just buy it on shite.
Yeah, but you got that posh lorry done, didn't you, with the cameras instead of mirrors? He loves that. Not. Oh,
At least when you
dear.
retire, you can actually use them, can't you? When you retire, you've got the time to physically go out and use them. That's the thing.
Well, honestly, I used to be able to get out riding more when I was working than now I'm not working because I have
Oh.
little every day through the week.
Wow. You've got to have some time for yourself, haven't you? Send them,
But
give them to somebody else for a day or so.
He's at play school tomorrow, so I'll have 3 hours all to myself.
Oh, they are. Time for another video.
Carry
think.
me with the black market. Sell the pair of them, Chris. You get more for a pair. There you go. There's Dunk moaning about his bloody cameras instead of wing mirrors on his truck. Did you see the video when he had a bit of a pan round with the camera for on his new truck? Bloody incredible. None of that double crash gearbox malarkey.
They don't have wing mirrors anymore on lorries or wagons, do they?
No,
They have
all
cameras
coaches, isn't
inside.
it? It's these cameras.
Cameras, it's like a wing mirror inside the cab. It's like two big screens on either side. Clever stuff, isn't it? Never get dirty.
No, there is that. Oh dear, excuse me. Oh, do you realise we've been gas bagging for 1 hour and 23 minutes?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's past my bedtime. Past my bedtime. Sorry, I shouldn't be here.
When are you going to go on till then?
Oh,
Well,
that's horrible.
Ray's just joined in. Evening, Ray. Well, saying evening, it's evening here. I take it it's
Hello, Ray.
afternoon where you are.
Hey, right.
21. I don't know. What do you reckon? Another 7 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we'll have the
Why
90
not?
minutes.
Why
Oh,
don't we have a break, go for a coffee, and then come back and do another hour?
And I'll be asleep by then.
hang on.
I'm going to go at 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh.
I've got to go walk.
Who
past
here
it,
still has to go to work? Who's retired and who's? Oh,
Well, I bet you're all. Oh, there's only me. Do you work,
yeah,
Steve?
poor Joe.
Oh,
I've got to go to work in a minute.
Yeah,
Steve's
in a
still
minute.
working.
You working in a minute? Soon?
Yeah, I've got to do me security walk around the park in a minute.
Oh, all right.
He runs a
Boring.
nudist colony.
Are you
Where-
a park attendant? Do you stop people from walking on the grass, Steve, and stuff like that?
He's the steward down the nudist beach at Studland.
Oh right, yes, good. Do you have to
He's the
strip
one
off
that-
to go and do that?
When you walk up to him naked, he says, "Oh, carry your bag, sir." Oh dear.
Oh, it's getting worse.
It is.
It's good
That's
fun,
what
though,
we're-
isn't it? It's
What
good to have a bit of
retirement
fun.
does for you. Anyway, I've ordered my stickers, so if you ping your addresses to my email, I'll send you some when they come, if they're any good.
Where's your email for people who don't know where your email is? It's on your channel.
Oh, yeah, it is on the channel. Yeah,
Right. Well, what I shall do is,
there we go.
oh, you put the
It's in
channel
the
up there,
side
yeah?
chat.
Brilliant.
Oh, hang on, that's wrong actually. Ignore that one.
Oh, God.
No,
Delete
we
it.
got to get rid of that one. Oh, look at that!
Delete
I nearly put myself on the naughty step then, Harry. I nearly clicked the wrong button. I think actually it's down as Todger. Todger29@gmail.com. And I think, Steve, because you said your sticker was still on that box, wasn't it, down in West Bay?
It was, yeah. When I come back from Cornwall, it's still there.
Oh,
Hopefully that's safe enough to go and stick everybody's down there then.
So well done it.
Yeah.
I'm
And I
surprised
think
no one else. I'm surprised no one else has stuck one on there.
Yeah, well, that's why I was a bit dubious about putting them on in the first place. I thought, are people putting them on and the council are pulling them off? But hopefully not.
Doesn't seem like it. It was there, what, 3-4 weeks, wasn't it?
Nah,
Yeah.
you'll be fine. They're all working from home. Don't see them.
Well,
never
I've decided anyway, my new career path, I think I'm going to be a plumber.
Mm.
Wow.
Oh,
Sounds good.
I,
Why is that?
Boom,
Well,
boom. Here we go.
I bought,
You
I
have
bought
to ask the
myself-
question, don't you? You have to ask why.
I bought a new radiator for our hallway. So instead of the normal, that wide, we bought one of the tall upright ones.
Mm-hmm.
The posh
And
ones.
It's in anthracite grey and what have you.
Oh, wow.
So the lad that came and serviced our boiler, I said, look, do you fancy a little job on the side? Yeah, no problem. Well, he was going to come 2 weeks ago, and then I got a text saying, I can't make it. All right, for next Saturday. Yeah, no problem. The next Saturday came, he didn't turn up. So I texted him and he said, I'm so sorry. I went out on the lash last night. I didn't even see daylight that day. So he was going to come yesterday, didn't turn up. He said, I'll be there tomorrow. And I texted him this morning. I said, you actually turning up today? Oh, sorry. I've had a real bad weekend. I'll be there tomorrow night. So if he doesn't turn up tomorrow night, I might have to look at a quick YouTube lesson in becoming a plumber.
It's only changing one, isn't it? That's already there, isn't it?
No, because I've got this is why I've asked him to do it, because the pipe's going to have to be cut and rerouted.
Simple enough. Got plenty of time on your hands, haven't you?
It's only water, Nige. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, trouble is, there's quite a lot of the bloody stuff. Oh dear.
Yeah, but, oof.
Oi. Oh, is
She's
that a
getting
Yorkie?
She's getting restless.
Is that a Yorkie?
Yep.
Oh dear. Here, remember the old Yorkie bar advert? You know, the Yorkie bar chocolate?
I do.
Not
They'll
for
never
girls.
nowadays.
Remember the advert and they said it's not for girls?
Yeah, indeed.
Couldn't do that now.
No.
How he's
Oh,
got some
you
little
imagine
trick up
that,
his sleeve.
mate.
Look at that. How he's up to his little tricks. Look, technology there, look. Split screen. I'm going to find out how you do that. No, look at that. He's getting clever now, isn't he?
What could possibly go wrong? Quite a lot, I reckon.
Look
You're
at this.
getting bored, Howie.
What? Multi-cameras, mate. Multi-cameras. That's what it is.
That's a future.
Isn't it just? Right, well, that is 9:30 in UK, Jerry. What are you over there then? You're
2:30
2:30, so
in the afternoon.
That's a dentist's. That's a dentist's name, isn't it?
2:30.
Yeah, 2:30.
Oh, look. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Lovely.
Go on, you could. Hey, Nige, you could do it like a chain cleaning video now, couldn't you, with that image behind you?
Isn't that frightening when he does that? Ooh, look at that.
Jerry, what's the weather like over there?
It's about 45 degrees, old money right now, and we get sunny days still yet. So as long as the sun comes out, I can ride.
Yeah.
Give us a tune on that piano behind you.
Yeah. I was just going to say, give us a tune before you go.
Oh yeah, I'll pop right over there.
Oh,
when the snow gets 6 foot deep on that mountain, you want to see you riding up that mountain with the snow right halfway up your wheels and back down again.
No, I thought you were going to join me on something like that. I thought you wanted to do that.
I would love to join him on something like that. Yes.
I'm going to have a quick run through and just say a few thanks to people in the side chat before we go. First, thanks to Howie, to
I'll
Alex,
do some background music for you.
to Jerry, to Steve. Yeah, nice and strong. So, who do we have in tonight? We had Andy GSA. I bet he's right. Slow Rider, thank you for popping in.
Andy GSA.
He's probably off rustling up some food now for everybody.
Board Moto.
Dylan was in.
Peaky Bike Alive.
Oh yeah. Top DC was in.
Peter's Cooking Show. German Jobbies. Sidelines. I'm going through the list.
Yeah, John and Chris. Dunk.
Just about motorbikes. There's one there. Right,
Used to be Dark Visor, then changed to just like motorbike.
Red Bomb was here. Did you say hello to Red Bomb?
Who?
Red Bomb was in here.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't think he came in.
He said evening all.
Where was that?
But he was here.
Oh, I didn't notice Dave came in.
He did. See how hard it is to keep track.
The trouble is, I've been trying to keep up with the side chat, and you lose it, don't you?
Very
I
bad.
don't know how Rev actually has that many in the side chat.
Also had Dylan. Dylan was here. More than me. I'm trying to
Still haven't got that tuned in.
Slow Rider was here.
Hey, as well. Thank you.
Slow Rider was here as well.
It was in. I don't know if he was out and about in his truck. I have a feeling he said he don't work weekends. Who used to be?
Tom STC. Tom STC.
Yeah, said Tom. Chris, John. And of course, Ray came in towards the end. Cheers, Ray.
I think that's about it. I can't see any more. Oh yeah, Ray was on, wasn't it?
You got the cook class, Nadia or whatever her name is.
Oh, no, yeah, I was saying, I expect she's off resting up the grub, mate.
She was wondering what snacks we had on channel, so I said we got no snacks. Next one, we'll probably
look at this.
He says, when's the cooking going to start?
Oh dear.
So Nige, this has been pretty successful tonight. I think you should alternate between yourself and Joe. Give Joe, because Joe's Joe's been immense tonight getting in there because he's not having to worry about all the crap going on at the side.
Yeah, Joe seems a lot more relaxed tonight. He just seems to be, chilling out.
Yeah.
Well,
Makes it
unless we all take a turn.
that would be a good idea.
I can't get on there. I ain't got enough subs to do a live stream.
Sorry, YouTube might cut this out, but fuck off, right?
Yeah. That's what I was going to say, but
Sorry, I don't normally do that, but
Anyway, I enjoyed it anyway. Really, really good.
No, honestly, it's been brilliant. And I must admit, that has actually flown by, isn't it?
yeah.
And Chris,
I
just
don't even know what we were talking about, to be honest with you.
I do think it's a reasonable idea to get different hosts. That's for sure.
We could do carol singing next year. I mean,
yeah. Chris said, are we doing some carol singing?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Affenschwanz.
What the hell does that mean?
Is that Affenschwanz? I don't know. I noticed they were babbling that out when they were in the Black Forest. We'd have to Google that to see what that means.
Anyway, I love the stream. Very enjoyable, Nige.
Yes, that was good.
I enjoyed it.
Steve next, does he? Now he's got his microphone, yeah?
You should continue doing them for sure.
Is that what it means?
What does it mean?
It's monkey cock in German. Affenschwanz.
No, I never knew that. I've learned something today.
See, that's going to stick, isn't it? Oh, dear. Choking to death now. Oh, but no, that's been brilliant, everyone. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good night.
So, hang on. No, that way.
Yep.
You got to poke the other way.
And
I don't know what it does when it's been disappearing. Look. Yeah, cheers to everybody in the side chat. That's been brilliant. And thank you to you guys. So I will end it here. Oh, go on, Joe.
What I did on my last stream, I clicked the end stream button, which is on the top right-hand side. But when you click that, another end stream comes up. You've got to click the second one as well. Otherwise, it doesn't go off.
So
there's two.
It's a bit like paying your taxes, isn't it? You pay it once, but then they want you to pay it again just to make sure.
Don't do that. I did that one last time.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Great.
Right. I will see you all later. Take care, everyone.
All right.
Just
See you.
Bye.
See you later.
Oh, yeah, there's the second button.